Hello guys, it is Kylie here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make some slime sprinkles. But first, if you guys want to be part of my slime squad, just subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment down below #slime squad to receive a shout out. These are just some combinations of sprinkles that I made that you can put in clear slimes so you'll be able to see how they all shine out together. And you can even make holiday combinations like that Christmas one. These are just all the slime sprinkles that I have made before this video, and I just put these in a container. And yeah, that's what I'll be teaching you guys. Guys, if you want to check out my Etsy, I will have a link down below. It's Slime by Kylie Official, and my Instagram is Kylie Slimes. Just letting you know. Let's get started. So the first ingredient that you'll need is some Model Magic, which mine is already open. That's why you can't really see the top. It says Model Magic. And or any type of clay, like if you want to use polymer or even air dry clay. So guys, I have not tried air dry clay because I know that it dries pretty solid, but you guys could pretty much just dye it with any dye or paint, and then you just roll it out the same way as we're going to be doing next in the video. The next thing you will be needing is some sort of container to hold your sprinkles in, but you might not want to put them in a plastic bag if they're not dry yet. So then you'll need scissors and your hands and a non-stick surface to work on. So first you're going to make your desired color. I just made that purple by adding red and blue Model Magic together, which it did make it pretty dark, so I wanted to lighten it up with a little bit of white. So that's just what you'll see me doing here. Guys, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sick. I am just getting over a cold, so I'm really sorry. Then after that, I just decided to add even more white because it wasn't just that perfect light purple, but you guys see it a lot darker on the camera, but it was actually a pretty light purple when I finished. And if you guys want to make multiple colors, you'll just have to repeat this process on a different color. Then you want to seal your Model Magic if you open it because it will dry out. It does dry out pretty fast. So if you're going to buy Model Magic, I suggest buying the small packages and not the large one. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm sealing it here, and I also don't suggest sealing it in a container because it does dry out there too. Then you're just going to roll out your slime. Then you're just going to roll out your clay, and you're just going to roll it out to a pretty thin texture. Like this texture, I'm just off my game today. This amount of thinness that I'm rolling it out to right now is way too thick. Like, who wants their sprinkles to be that thick? So you're going to try to roll it out super thin. Like, even that thin is still not thin enough, so I still rolled it out more. And you're just going to repeat this process until you have it to the right amount of thinness. So then once you have it the amount of thinness that you want, you're going to want to start cutting it. So I'm just cutting it down to smaller pieces because if you hold it up, sometimes it does droop over. Like you saw how it just bended there a little bit. And sometimes, as you can see in the second one down, it does get a bit thinner in some places. Then you're just going to cut it to the size of your sprinkle, which I was just cutting off the end there because you don't want your sprinkle to have two different sizes, like one where it goes super skinny at the end and one where it goes flat. Then you're just going to cut your sprinkles into your desired size, and you can take whatever sprinkles that you have left over and just pretty much toss them. But once your sprinkles are done, you definitely want to wait for them to dry and make sure that they're not stuck together because they really don't peel apart. So once they are done, you're going to have to let them dry for about 24 hours so that they're actually super solid. Because if you try to put them in the container when they're not solid, they will stick to each other and then they will not dry because the container is airtight, which the container isn't that good at keeping things airtight, but you can still keep slime in those little containers, so they are pretty good. Then if you have your desired amount of sprinkles or whatever colors that you chose, then you can let them all sit out, which those are like the ones I threw out over here that were too large. Then you can let them sit out, or you can even make some more, and that's just what I'm doing here. So the process is pretty much just roll out the clay, well, make the desired color, roll out the clay, cut the clay to the sprinkle sizes, and then let them dry. These are just the sprinkles after they have dried, and I'm just putting them into another one of those little containers so I can have everything organized and together. And then once you're finished, you can just seal it and have put all your other colors that you may have made all into little containers and just keep them all together. So guys, I'm just going to flip all these containers over, which I do have a hard time flipping containers over. As you can see, I flipped some of them back the other way. I'm just having a hard time. So that you guys can see all the different colors that I made. I didn't make any yellow or orange just because I didn't want to open up my yellow clay yet, because I didn't want it to dry out, because it does dry out pretty fast. And yeah, here's just an example of me adding in some sprinkles into slime, which this slime does look pretty ugly on the camera, but I can guarantee you it's not. It really isn't. It's a really pretty slime. It's like this light brown base that kind of looks like cake batter. That's why I wanted to add in some sprinkles. You can pretty much just add in whatever colors that you choose, and then however many amount of them. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Go check out my Etsy and my Instagram. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.